right, Tanji, here we go. We've got some rapid fire questions. First thing that comes to mind. What's your favorite movie?
Pride and Prejudice.
All right.
It's a classic.
Yes, it is. You're going to love this one. Del Taco or Taco Bell?
Del Taco.
In-N-Out or McDonald's?
In-N-Out.
All the things you don't eat, I'm sure. All right. What is your favorite curse word?
Oh, fuck.
Right on. All right. Drama or comedy?
Drama.
Oh, all right. What's the craziest thing that you've ever done?
The craziest thing I've ever done is American Gladiators.
There you go. Right? I'm going to take that one. I don't know if you watch it, but if you do, who's your favorite football team?
Right now, it's the Seattle Seahawks.
Oh, it's only because you live there.
Then it would be Green Bay.
Ah, there we go. Favorite food?
Favorite food is sushi right now. It changes. It changes.
Okay. What are your two favorite body parts to train?
Glutes and shoulders.
Mine is definitely shoulders and arms. You can keep the butt. That takes forever. If you could tell, okay, what would you tell the 18-year-old you today?
The 18, oh, that you're good enough. You're good enough. That you're enough just as you are.
That's awesome. If you could travel back to a period in time, what period of time would that be?
Ooh, oh my gosh. Well, not too long ago, I would probably say, you mean like before I was born?
Anytime. We're talking like 50s, 40s, medieval times, cowboy and Indian days, Roman times. What is a really cool time that you would go back to?
Okay, I'm probably fantasizing here, but I love the medieval times and I love all those shows like Game of Thrones and all of that. So if like race wasn't an issue where like I would actually have to endure, where my race was during that
Right.
time. If that wasn't an issue, I would want to go back to the medieval times. And I have to say, that is why I love I don't know if you've seen the show Bridgerton, but
Nope.
it's put on by Shalonda Rhimes, who also does like Grey's Anatomy. But I appreciate what she's done because it's in those classic times, that whole show. But yet in that show, Black people it's a fantasy for sure, because it definitely wasn't like this, but they have this equal role where they're, princesses and queens and princes. So for someone like me to watch this and be able to fantasize, like if the times weren't the way that it was,
Right.
this is how it could have been. And now for the first time ever, instead of seeing people that look like me only represented as slaves or wherever we were, now I'm actually seeing a Black queen.
See, that's so
yes,
cool.
that didn't really exist, but it allowed me to fantasize and to kind of like, to answer your question, be able to think about that without thinking about the reality, which would totally affect my answer. And that's why I just told you straight up, if I didn't have to think about the reality, I would probably want to go experience the medieval times.
And let's not even go color. Let's go men and women. Think about the Game of Thrones. It's like,
yes,
off with your head. They think that we have it bad now. You watch the Game of Thrones, which was one of my favorite series of all times.
Me too.
But it's like, oh my God, I would not want to live back in that time. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Unless you were a king. And even the king, they're still beheading them. All right, here we go. Salty or sweet?
Sweet.
If you had a superpower, what would it be?
To read people's minds.
Oh, that's kind of cool. If you had any talent in the world, what would it be?
Singing. I envy singers.
I
oh my
do
God.
too.
I think they're so amazing.
I do too.
I watch The Voice and I'm just like, oh, I love it.
Oh, I know, right? To have that voice. I just walked into my podcast studio and I was talking to my engineer and I said, we were talking about the Hollywood Bowl and I said, there's one person I saw there that was amazing. And that was Whitney Houston.
That's right.
Oh,
I can go down a rabbit hole.
Right. This is a bad one, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What's the craziest place you ever had sex?
On top of a mountain.
Oh, right on.
Yeah, in Colorado.
And last one. What is the best advice you ever received?
The best advice I ever received was really just be true to myself. Just continue to be true to yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you, Tangi.
Oh, I love you,
so
Lori.
much
Thanks for having
fun.
me.
I had so much fun with you. I will talk to you soon, and thank you again for
Okay.
being here.
Thank you. Bye, sweetie.
Bye, sweetie. Thank you so much for listening to Chillin' with Ice. And don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and share wherever you listen to your podcast. Remember to follow us on Patreon and YouTube at Chillin' with Ice. And on Instagram and TikTok, you can follow me at lori.ice.fetrick. I look forward to chilling with you next time here on Chillin' with Ice.